Yeah, so when you think about engagement, you will certainly encounter conflict
Yes.
in an organization. How does this affect business?
Yes. You know what? We like it or not, when human beings work together, conflict is inevitable.
Mm.
And some people say, but hey, where does conflict come from? I always say it comes from interaction. The minute you interact with others, conflict is already there at the door. It's just a question of when and how. And because we are in organization, we're not in business, it's not a good idea to try to eliminate conflict, because eliminating conflict means eliminating the interactions.
Mm.
What we say all the time is don't eliminate conflict, engage in conflict. That's why engagement is so important. Engage in conflict. What does that mean? When you interact, engage in interaction. Very critical. Don't avoid conflict, because conflict is part of humanity. We are not robots. Each one of us is unique. We do have our own preference. We do have our own expertise. We do have our own patterns. We do have our own perspectives. It's very normal. We are going to have those opportunities to conflict. My view is don't avoid conflict, engage in conflict. And there are many ways to do it. On how to engage in conflict, that we can talk later on. But the very big key is this: don't just suppress conflict by pushing conformity.
Mm.
Use conflict as a platform for creativity and innovation. Do you know, creativity and innovation most of the time comes from friction, comes from conflict. But there are preconditions for those to bring out creativity and innovations. Andy Stanley says this: great organization will not try to suppress conflict. Great organizations have learned how to use the necessary tensions to bring progress and success.
Wow.
Conflict is not always bad.
Mm.
That is why we always say, make conflict your positive partners in business. I say it again, make conflict your positive partner in business, in your workplace.
Powerful, powerful, powerful. Yes, because human thinking is that let's not have conflict here. Let's
Yes,
eliminate conflict as much as possible. So yeah, you very determined as a leader to ensure that there's no conflict happening. So it's actually a very interesting way of looking at it. Because if people are creative and there is freedom of expression, conflict will certainly be there.
exactly. And Sarah, my colleague Linda Hill made this very interesting statement, and it made her really famous. Made her really famous. Linda Hill says, please understand, business is not about solo genius.
Mm,
Business is about collective genius.
mm,
My friend, you are a manager, you are a leader. Don't believe that you know everything. Don't believe that you are the only one with ideas.
mm,
Don't believe that you are the only one with solutions. Don't
mm.
believe that you are the only one with the power to create impact in the organization. Very possible. some other minds around you can boost and accelerate your winning. The case, will you be open to engage with other minds around you?
That's a big challenge, right, for every leader, because there's usually this whole mentality, and people see it as strength, coming across as you know it all. Yeah, so it's really a cause for rethinking in the way we show up as leaders in an organization.
Exactly. And that's the very important things. Now it's even more important because we have entered a different world. You may say, Ritza, why do you say it's a different world? Because the challenges are different. If I say challenges are different, what does that mean? Your solutions of yesterday may no longer be relevant today. The challenges now are different. The perspectives are different. The dynamics are different. Look at us now. It's not in person.
Yeah.
Those requires new different ways of thinking, new different ways of doing. And it's very critical. The world is changing enormously. It requires a substantially different way of thinking and doing if business needs to survive and grow. That's where indeed we need to rethink responsible and different approaches on how are we going to run organizations, businesses, and government today. Professor Ediobeng says, the way to run successfully business, organization, and government has changed. Leaders and organizations that are complacent, thinking they can do business the way they've done it in the past, will be irrelevant. It's your choice. Now it's your choice to make the shift or to stay the same, to pivot or to persist.
Great challenge. Great challenge. Let's now look at